Spring Sling. Great event out here, lots of people, lots of slick looking vehicles. And this man right here, Scott, is the guy who put it together.
Natalie and I started thinking about this in October after the sand show. We're primarily an off-road couple, and I've designed about a dozen products for the Slingshot, and I just have a huge passion for it. So we thought, why not have an event out here that nobody has on the West Coast and bring all these people from over 12 different states out here to meet each other, have fun, drive the autocross course, and really show their cars to each other and some of the modifications that they've done. I came up with the autocross idea because a lot of these people can't drive them like you really want to on the street. A lot of people don't get time to practice what a car is capable of on regular streets without getting in trouble. So we gave them a nice, safe place to be able to run today, and it looked like everybody was having a lot of fun out there.
Right now, yeah.
So Jay, you like riding in this thing?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Usually we just go around the neighborhood, but this is the first trip I've been on.
Where'd you come from?
Lincoln, Sacramento.
What are you looking for on this run?
Not crash. Freedom.
Looking around, we see lots of vendors here from all kinds of companies. Who all's here?
Our main sponsor was Sling Mods out of California here. They're one of the industry leaders in slingshot accessories, and they brought out all of the big names. They brought out SSB Works, who does stereos, Alpha, and of course PRP, and that's where I've also started with this business. We're just out installing some of the products. They're doing suspension installs, turbos, they're doing all the little bolt-on parts today, putting seats in cars, so it's like a full pit lane experience out here today.
Yeah, we just put on some new shock absorbers. Can't wait to hit the road and see how those things are going to work.
I bet. That's going to make a huge difference.
Sling King was over there helping to install it, so I've been
Yeah.
watching him on video, and it was nice to see him actually putting it on after I looked at the review.
Yeah, so I'm working with Alpha Power Sport here at Springsling to do installs for free for customers who buy the JRI shop. JRI is a company that's well renowned in suspension. If you follow racing or anything, you know who JRI is. You follow my videos?
Yeah. I want you to know from a customer standpoint, we appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you.
Thanks a million.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, we're here with Keith, CEO of Sling Mods.
Pleasure to be here. Sling Mods was started with a couple of guys that were really enthusiastic about the new Polaris Slingshot, and we partnered together, and this is where we are in just a little over a year. Great community, great group of people. We have over 250 parts for the Slingshot, partnering up with some of the leading names in the industry for aftermarket parts, and we're going to keep full throttle in it here and trying to get this thing double the size next year. There's nothing better than holding it in your hand and kind of seeing what you're buying and touching and feeling it before you make that decision. And that's exactly why we're here. This is going to be our primary event. We're going to do this every year just because it's local and it's easier for us to transit all the inventory and get our staff down here. But we are going to be visiting every show that's across the country, and we will just be bringing a few booths and all of our display racks to show everybody all the different products that we're working on.
Okay, we're sitting here in the Green Machine with Marcelo, who's the owner of Assault. So tell us about this machine and tell us about Assault and what you're doing on this fine day in Southern California.
Well, Assault started out being a off-road company, making parts for the off-road for Polaris UTVs, and they came out with this amazing Slingshot. Took it for a test drive from our Mission Motorsports dealer, and I fell in love with it. And the first thing I noticed was there's a lot of improvements we could do, and parts and accessories. So I bought this, and I just saw there was a need for a lot of parts, and that's how we got into Slingshots.
And does this thing run, or is it just a show car?
No, it runs. It runs, and it's a lot of fun to drive.
It looks like a hoot.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's completely different than a car. It's different than a motorcycle. I mean, it's hard to explain, but it's like a Formula One car. I mean, it goes around corners, and it just sticks to the ground. It's a lot of fun. And plus, everybody looks at you, and you get all kinds of attention, which is a lot of fun too.
Now, it looks like a U.S. Army car.
It is. We're kind of military themed. You know, we stand behind our soldiers. We donate a lot to the Wounded Warriors. Everything we do is try to be a military themed, and we're proud of the military.
So what's going on today?
Well, we're gonna head back down to San Diego and go to, I think, Cook's Corner and Hell's Kitchen on the way down, and have some fun on the way.
So what's it like living in a Slingshot?
Oh, it's fun. It's an adventure. I enjoy the heck out of it.
Do you ever drive, or you always ride?
No, I'm just the rider.
How do you like the lifestyle in this thing?
It's unbelievable. Meet people like you, people like them.
And neat people too.
Awesome. Awesome.
So how does this thing ride?
Unbelievable. Yeah. It's like if you're ever a kid and you had a Briggs & Stratton 5 horsepower go-kart, this is exactly it. And it makes you be a kid again. That's what it does.
Sweet.
So at 57, I'm back down to 15.
Love the Slingshot. Yep.
What do you like about it?
Everything. It's just fun to drive. It's fun. It's a great attention getter. It's cool. It's something different, something new.
So how do you like this thing?
Love it. Had it for over a year and a half now. As one of the first few in Southern California that got it, and obviously you can tell I've modded the crap out of it. Can't stay out of it.
You always ride with your partner here?
I've never not had her in a co-pilot seat.
Speaking of which, you like the wheel?
I do. I like to drive it just as much as I like to be in the passenger seat. It is fun. We went on a nice Laguna Sunset beach ride last night. It was really pretty. So we had a good time, met some really nice people, and it was fun.
What's your thing?
The Slingshot, it's cramped up, it's really good, it has good bass. I like the feeling that this car is really good, it's really fast, and I like to drive it all the time.
How old are you?
12.
You got your driver's license and everything?
No.
And this is Dad over here. We'll see you in juvenile court, sir.
I hope not. He's been driving since he was 9 years old, drifting in the mud, rock crawling. So we just like the adrenaline of driving. He actually went to Sturgis with me. 36-hour drive nonstop.
Wow.
Amazing.
We ride all over the place up there in the foothills and up to Tahoe and around. It's a great place to have it. I've got 3 daughters and 2 boys, and she's the most adventurous one out of them all. The other ones like to ride around town, but when it came to coming down here.
You're doing the ride today?
Yes, sir.
So where are you going? What's it about?
We're going first to Cook's Corner, which is a famous motorcycle, cafe. From Cook's Corner, we're going to go up and then head towards Ortega Highway to Hell's Kitchen. And Ortega Highway is the most famous, Highway 74. It's the most famous windy, twisty roads, and it's just a great drive. And I think hopefully some people that are leaving, going to Vegas or Arizona, will continue on into Lake Elsinore and descend down from the summit of Highway 74 down to Lake Elsinore.
I think we're going to make this an annual event out here. The dates might change just a little bit. We're going to assess, some of the other events that are out, across the nation. So that way we can get a draw from more than 12 states. We want to try to get people from all 50 states out here next year. We want to get Polaris out here also, doing some test drives with new consumers and open it up to the general public as well, so they can come out here and see how great of a vehicle it is and maybe have an opportunity to have an experience to drive one if they haven't had a chance to own one yet. So we're looking to do some expansion next year and do some great stuff. So.
Excellent idea. Really looking forward to that.
I think it'll be fun. Hopefully they jump on board with us. I think what they see the turnout and the smiles on everybody's faces today, and almost 100 slingshots out here, definitely worthwhile. I think we'll see probably 3 times the amount next year.
They need to be here. Yeah. Terrific job, great idea, and congratulations on a really successful event.
Thank you.